Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. It's Christmas Eve, and I'm so excited to spend time with my family, and I hope you guys are as well. But before we take tomorrow off, quick things to note down. Okay, I'm going to make this a quick video. I want you guys to get out of here and go spend time with your family and, do all that fun stuff, okay? So, HOLDING NVIDIA and AMD. Now, yesterday, I saw this big opportunity with AMD. I really wish I got in at this dip right here, but I patiently waited. Okay, this dip was not, I really wanted to get in at 24.5, but I was like, okay, let's look at the graph. I went on TradingView. I looked at the graph. It was a bunch of green candles. The resistance line was about right here. Okay, that was the resistance point, and I was kind of like, I don't want to get in right now. Okay, because it's still kind of high. So I looked at 55.02. It failed to break that. It failed to break 125.72 right about here. Went all the way down to 24.55. So I told myself, if I can get in around 24 low or under 124, that's the perfect point I need. So I patiently waited. Okay, as you guys can see, I was tracking this since 10 a.m. Okay, a lot of people say it can be stressful to track the market, but this is the fun. And this is the fun I have, tracking prices, waiting for my time to get in, okay? And then I get in right here at this big dip, okay? Because we were at 124.86, okay? I want you guys to see at 2 p.m. we're at 124.86. And then 30 minutes later, we're at 124.77. So if you see that the stock goes from 124.77 all the way down to 124.03. Look at that change, 0.4.8% down to 1.07% down. You have to buy. That is a big dip, okay? So when I bought at that dip, I just held patiently. I went through a loss a little bit here and there, bumped up and down, but then boom, when I saw that 26.13, I was like, okay, that was a nice entry point, okay? So currently today we ended off at 126.29. How high can this go? I really think it can go all the way up to 144 and 150 highs, right? But the ultimate goal is always going to be $200 for the stock. So hold AMD. Okay, I just got into this yesterday, and I also want to say the S&P 500 is also gaining back very nicely. I don't really care about the loss right now. I got in at 603, whatever. Okay, you don't really see that big drop off like this very often. So this happened because of what Powell did. Okay, a lot of people sold, hedge funds, Wall Street people, whatever the case might be. Okay, you don't see a big drop off like this in the S&P 500. Okay, it's been years since we have seen a drop off like this, and you don't see it that much. Okay, so when this happened, I was like, okay, well, I can either buy or either look for other opportunities and not really care about this. Okay, because this is the stock I want to hold for 5 to 6 years. Okay, so I can slowly put 50 and just let it grow on its own. Okay, so right now I don't care about that too much, but NVIDIA is also on another good run. Okay, I want you guys to realize I'm not expecting NVIDIA to be up this high. Okay, so as I said, both tech industry companies, AMD and NVIDIA. I've recently added AMD because of the perfect buying opportunity, okay? So why is AMD still a buy? Below 200-day moving average. I want you guys to realize this stock fell well below the 200-day moving average. I always talk about this. If you're into a stock before the 200-day moving average, that is a perfect position. Let's look at this drop-off, okay? We went from 144, tank down to 127. From 127, a lot of people bought, but we have a big tank down to $120, okay? Now, if you got in here, perfect, good job. If you got in right here, just hold, okay? We might go all the way down to 120 again, okay? So what you do at 120, it all depends on you. You can either hold that out or buy more, okay? Either one is perfectly fine. Okay, so I want to talk about the 200 mark goal for AMD. 200 is a major goal which was hit in 2024 March. Okay, so if we look at this year, okay, you see this push up to March where $200 was hit, $210. What can we expect for 2025? I'm not gonna say 210 is gonna come that easy, okay? But let's look at the dip before that. So 138 was somewhere, 135 was somewhere AMD was at. So if you're in at 124 and you hit 135, really be patient and keep your eyes on the lookout for 210 or 144. I want you guys to look at these levels. If we hit 135, okay, so 145 is going to be up right away, because look at this, 148, 146. So if we get that bump and buy this dip right here, okay, we can easily push up to 177s. Okay, then 177s, that is going to lead up to this big push, because the buying power is going to come in at any dip. Okay, any dip. If 164 164. If we're at 170s and 164 gets a nice dip, we buy more, and then we're going to push up to 211, okay? So notice these patterns, okay? History repeats itself. Not always, but look at the pattern, okay? Now, a big drop-off could also happen again, okay? We could also go down to 118 again, but if that does happen, that's just a buying opportunity, okay? 100, 200, 1,000, 2,000, whatever you're comfortable with throwing down, throw it down, okay? I was comfortable throwing down with 140, okay? And then I'm making a small percent of that gain right now, but ignore these gains, okay? Do not touch the stock. Just hold it, buy it till your ultimate goal is hit, okay? So Walmart. If you really want to diversify your portfolio, I mean, going for Walmart, okay, it has a good dividend yield, unlike NVIDIA and AMD. NVIDIA does have a dividend yield, but it's very low, okay? So, Walmart was a buy yesterday, okay? If you missed that, that's fine. Wait for 91 lows, buy in. If it goes up to 96, 97, 100, sell it, okay? So, as simple as that, okay? It was at 89 yesterday, 90 to 91 is still a buy. It will hit 100. I'm going to repeat myself over and over again. Walmart is going to hit 100, okay? If you guys know the history about Walmart, how they expand their business, okay? I mean, a very smart person who started the grocery store or whatever, they focus so much on expanding, and their profit margin is so low, okay? If you look at their products, they focus more on low prices, and they can reduce their profit for each product, and they focus more on quantity. If they can sell something with $1 profit to 30 people, okay, rather than having a $5 profit and selling it to 5-10 people, that's something Walmart goes for, okay, which is a crazy strategy, okay? Whenever you go into a grocery store, you're going to see a big line in Walmart, okay, whether that's a self-checkout, whether that's a regular checkout line. Look how the stock grows today, and yesterday this was a time to buy. I mean, what a dip right here. 89.24, 89.85. If you got in right here, absolute salute, okay? You are a legend. This is what we want. I'm kind of jealous of you, because when I woke up, it was up at 90, 93, 90.7. So I kind of missed that 89 mark, but that's fine, okay? I do believe it can go down to 90 here and there in the next 60 to 30 days, right? But the reason why I would say Walmart, it could be a better buy than AMD, is just because of the industry sector, okay? Let's take a look at this industry sector. It is different than a tech industry sector, and it also has a dividend yield of 0.92%. Probably not that much, right? But what you need to realize is AMD doesn't have a dividend yield at all, if I'm not mistaken. So let's look at it. Yep, it has nothing. So pick and choose your battles wisely. I mean, if you're a younger guy, you don't really care about dividend, you don't care about too much about diversifying, just put a little bit of money in the S&P 500. Pick 3 tech industry stocks, go big on the tech industry stocks, and you can go from there, okay? But as you're older, as you're like 25, 30, 35, you got to pay bills, you got kids, right? You really need to focus on diversifying, getting something like Target, Amazon, right? Then going to NVIDIA, then getting Walmart in there, doing something like Tesla, right? Getting different industry sector stocks. But me, I would say my portfolio is decently diversified. I have a dividend yield stock that I don't really care about. If you guys look at this, look at my portfolio, you can tell that, oh, he's a young guy that doesn't really care about, diversifying his portfolio too much, but he does consider it. $15 in this, and then $50 in my index fund. So you can just infer that, okay, that he's not too focused on long term, right? Super long term, but he likes midterm to a year to 8 months, 12 months, right? That is most of his focus. Now, the S&P 500, I'm going to hold this 5 to 6 years, guys. I'm telling you. Okay, so but within the 5 to 6 years, if I can put 50, 50, 50, 50 every 3 to 4 months, that's all I need. I don't care too much about the loss or nothing, because it's going to build on its own. Okay, 600 right now, it's probably going to be a golden spot in the next few years, okay? If you see 600 right now, in the next 3 years, the stock is probably going to maintain $850, okay? This stock has just been growing and growing. It's up 26% now, but it was up 29 here and there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was up near 29 to 27.7, and then you always got QQQ, you got Vanguard, you got these good ETFs you can put your money in, but take those riskier investments if you're younger, why not? So that's my opinion on it. So amazing day in the stock market. Happy Christmas Eve. Make sure you guys spend some time with your family. Take tomorrow off, okay? Get off the charts a little bit. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe.